So I've realized something. A lot of people walk through life with this large space in their hearts that just doesn't seem to get filled up no matter what they put in it. So one day you wake up, you open your eyes and realize that you're born into this world. You start school, you graduate, probably get a job and decide to start your own family. And then you give birth to your own children who go to school, graduate, get a job, and then start their own family, and their children go to school. And the circle just continues. And sometimes people end up living lives where they get the dream job or the dream car or have a lot of friendships or the dream relationship, but it just still feels empty. No matter what you end up doing, there's this large space in your heart that just cannot be filled up by all of your accomplishments. It's just like, what's next, what's next, what's next. You're always moving on to the next thing. I've come to realize that that space that just doesn't seem to get filled up with anything is a God-sized space. Whether you realize it or not, we are all servants to something, and automatically those things become our masters. And I don't know about you, but I don't think humans or things are really equipped to be masters, like have total control over what you do, what you say, how you go about life, how you handle things, because everybody has their own standards. These days you hear his truth, her truth, their truth. So you find yourself in a 9 to 5 job or a business that you started that you don't even like. You don't wake up every morning with enthusiasm towards for that job. You started a family, so now you have children that you have to cater for, but this job just isn't bringing in enough income, so you dabble in something fishy just to take care of yourself, your finances, your children. And now you've compromised your own standards, or you've done things by your own standards that have just left you in a very weird place. There's so many ladies and gentlemen from different cultures, different countries, and it just doesn't seem right to commit to one. I mean, commitment is for later, enjoyment is forever. So you try Chinese food, Korean food, Italian food, Nigerian food, Black American food. This person has this particular thing that you would like in this person, and this person has this particular thing that you would like in this person. It's never any satisfaction. You listen to all the love songs and the sad songs that seem to understand you for the 2 minutes 30 seconds that they play on your headphones, and then after it is over you have to face reality again. And just so many things that we keep pursuing and being slaves to, but it just never satisfies us. And you think to yourself, where does it all end? Where does this circle of trying to get things, what impact am I even making? When does this rat race stop? What's the one truth? I have come to realize that that one truth is Jesus. And I'm speaking from a place of a person still living in it, learning, trying to understand so many things. Yet, it is the most peaceful place that I've ever been in, where I don't have to wait for the validation of men to feel enough or figure out life on my own every step of the way, or feel so uncertain or feel so much fear about the future. I now serve a master that is kind enough to create boundaries, not to steal my fun or to drain the color from my life like a lot of people think, but boundaries that give me freedom, that give me true freedom, protects me enough to be free, where my obedience to him is not just to give him glory, but also has a blessing in it for me, where the place of my obedience and trust is the place that I grow. The thing is, he has met me before I even met myself, and has met the version of me that I am yet to even experience. He has the blueprint for every season of my life, yet he doesn't use it against me like other masters would. Instead, he is a good shepherd that leads me and guides me and clothes me through this maze of a world. And don't get me wrong, times do get tough, but he has given me strength, and sometimes, most times, even prepares me ahead when I do listen to him. I am safe here. I have come to the place where all that really matters to me is him, because he first loved me unconditionally. You cannot find that in any other thing in this world. Check it. I dare you. I'm excited for the prospect of every day because I have somebody that is always on my side and is always good. I now live life more freely than I have ever done. He is my set standard, a standard that doesn't change, that I can trust, that I can always fall back on. Doesn't change with times and seasons or people. It is a constant. So are you saying we should exchange masters? Yes, I'm saying you should exchange masters, because you've tried every other thing: validation, people pleasing, social media, academics, pursuing money, the hustle and bustle, and you still feel empty. you still feel like, what exactly am I doing here? What is the purpose of everything? Are we just here to just go in this same cycle over and over and over and over again? So why not try a different master? Why not try a different Lord? Because I tell you, nothing, absolutely nothing can fill that space that keeps eating at you. There's nothing wrong with having relationships or friendships or schooling or getting money, but there's a difference when it stems from a purpose. There's a difference when it has meaning, when it has impact, when it doesn't define you, when it is just a means to an end and your identity is gotten from something larger than life. Sometimes it feels too good to be true, but it is true. He just loves you. We are all subject to change. Every human, everything on this earth is subject to change. But living for an audience of the one that never changes, you already know the set standards and rules, and he's ready to take you every step of the way. It just makes so much sense to live for an audience of one. It's so much freedom, more than the world can ever give. In fact, he has all of those things. But the thing now is that your identity no longer stems from those things. You know, you're just, I don't have the words right now. But if you've tried every other thing and it just doesn't seem to work, it might seem to work for you sometimes, it's always temporary. Try this. What have you really got to lose? You've tried everything else. It doesn't seem like any other thing you try would work. In fact, I guarantee it. Try living for an audience of one. It's so freeing. It's so freeing. Break the circle of school, church, graduate, give birth to kids, school, church, graduate. It's just meaningless. There's so much more that you are to be doing. There's so much more that he has for you. Gives so much more purpose to all of these things. It just makes everything better. You don't have to wake up tomorrow morning and think, oh, he's going to pull a fast one on me. No. Because whether you realize it or not, you're a slave to something. You're serving something. Think about it. You do think about it and see how empty it is, how purposeless it is. Exchange masters. Try something different. Live for an audience of one.